Hey everyone, welcome back to Backfires and Burnouts. And I haven't been posting a lot, really didn't have a lot on the go. That damn Model A just runs so good, we haven't done much with it. I do have some projects coming up with it though. We are going to put a dual 4 tunnel ram on it, and we have a top going in it, so there will be some videos about that. And Sarah's going to be super stoked about having a top for the 2026 BC Hot Rod Tour. Talking about Sarah, the reason for this video is she got herself a cool little hot rod truck. So we used to have a Willys Roadster pickup, 1926. You can go back in the videos and see that. I drove it up a mountain and did a whole bunch of stupid stuff with that little car. It was super fun. We had a great time with it. A glass top gas pump, Gilbert and Baker, came up for sale. I wanted one super bad. Sarah knew this, so she sacrificed her little truck so that I could get that, that gas pump. Ever since I've heard about it, as you all know if you've ever sold something that your wife loved, but we found something cool. So I'm going to get you off the tripod and show you what we have here. All right, so here it is. You may ask, what the heck is this thing? So this thing is registered as a 1923 Ford F100. We all know that they didn't have F100s back then, but that is what it is registered as. What it is a 23T cab, so this would have been the larger truck, you know, sort of your big grain trucks or old tow trucks, and they would have had like a 1 ton or a 2 ton axle with worm gear in it. So things were a little different. But anyways, this little rig is kind of unique. It's, for all intents and purposes, I believe it is sitting on a 80s Toyota pickup truck frame. We're going to dig into that. It has what looks to be, now this is interesting because this grill is sort of looks 32, 33 or 34 commercial because it's actually got the stuff built in. But this part down here, as you can see, it's been homemade on the bottom. So it's sort of got this piece on the bottom. It's been shortened up, I guess. So anyways, it's cool. It's neat. It's got all the bells and whistles. Let's look under the hood. Oh. So again, for all intents and purposes, that is a 2.3 liter Ford fuel injected. I believe these came in Rangers, Mustang, and Pinto. So that's what is currently under the hood right now. This vehicle was sitting in a garage, really close to my place. It's been sitting there for like 10 years. Nothing has happened to it. So we don't know if it runs. I'll show you the interior here. It's kind of cool. Nice little interior, door panels. It doesn't have a, currently it doesn't have any windows. Doesn't have anything in any guts in the door for windows. I believe these would have been the old strap style, so you pull the strap and the window goes up. So we may deal with that. And also, there's no way to get out of the truck from the inside. So we're gonna remedy that. We got a cool little steering wheel. Let me get the light on in here. Cool little thing going on, a little wooden dash. Sarah will redo that. She's already been eyeing that up. And it's pretty tight. It's got a C4 automatic transmission. Currently, the cover is off, and we'll talk about that in a bit. There's some work needing to be done there, but yeah, it's super kind of cool. And it's got big fatties, 295s on the back, and some old school, I believe they're from Europe, probably like an aftermarket light. If anyone knows what these are, they say England on them. It was registered in Saskatchewan, and the old owner was driving it in Saskatchewan. So Sarah's excited. She's going to put a couple of hay bales and a goat in the back and drive around town in it. And yeah, there's a little bit of paint issues, but it cleaned up pretty good. My understanding is the owner moved out to BC and flat towed this. And of course, being open wheel on the back, it threw mud and road grime all over this thing. And it never was cleaned. It sat. So just yesterday, I spent a whole bunch of time cleaning this thing up. So it's got cool little wheels on the front. yeah, it's kind of a neat little rig. So, anyways, the first things first is let's go to the back, and we'll sort of be like Derek on Vice Grip Garage and look in the trunk and see what we have. And that might tell us some things about this. So here's a shifter that I'm looking at changing out. I just put that in there. But this homemade cover was off. I found a horn under the seat. Drive shaft was out, presumably from flat towing it across Canada. Came with some ATF and a bucket of parts. So what do we have in here? This is, it's got the gnarly lug nuts on it, so that's cool. That came with that, so I didn't have to try and figure out how to get those off. What do we have here? Drive shaft bolts. Hey, that's a win. So there we go, we can get the drive shaft back in. We got some random Ford parts here for the motor. This looks like a oil pressure sender. 2.3, so yeah, that sort of verifies we're 2.3 liter. Some extra wire. A couple little, what do we got here? There's our Ford emblem, seen better days, so maybe we'll order up a new one of those or clean this one up. I think it's about had it. That's cool. And not sure what these are, but that's all part of the fun of these things. So we look in here, we have some Princess Auto stuff. This is kind of cool. This would have been the original owner. The Fun Run, Pike Lake Show and Shine, 23 Ford, 2.3 liter. Oh, there we go, more evidence that we're 2.3, so that's good. And then we have a bunch of installation stuff. This is, okay, so I think I saw a new one of these up here, so we're good on that, on the solenoid, hopefully. It looks like it's got a new one replaced in there. So maybe we were having some issues with that. So I think the thing to do is we're gonna throw a new battery on this and just see if we've got like headlights and all that kind of stuff, and just see if the motor will turn. I don't want to start it or anything because there is old gas in there, and we will get that out of there. But yeah, let's dig into this thing and see what we got. Okay, so I already did have this opened up, and you pop up the seat here, and that is where the battery is located. So I did hook up this battery, and there was remnants of some rodents living in there at some point, so we'll get that. I did vacuum it out, but we'll clean it out a little more. So what I'm going to do right now is just turn the key and see if we get any love here. Oh, okay, I heard a fuel pump, heard something click. Okay, so it turns over slow. That's a brand new battery. Okay, I'm thinking maybe we should redo all the grounds. There's all sorts of interesting stuff going on under here, so I think that's what we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna go through and just sort of try and figure out what this wiring's doing. It's like, where is there even a fuse panel? Let's go digging. Okay, so I started cleaning up grounds, and I just wanted to check what was going on down here with this wire to the starter. And if I can get it off of here. Stupid thing was coming. I'll show you, like, sometimes what happens is, well, the wiring goes a little goofy. Here, let me pull this out here and I'll show you. Okay, that's probably not the greatest connection. So I will go into the parts bin and see if I can't find something. I'll clean up that connection there and we will try again. But yeah, getting some grounds. Here's the funny thing. I've been all over this truck. Tell me in the comments if you've ever had this situation. This has no fuse panel. I've been up top, down below, all around. There is no fuse panel, so that's weird. No fuse panel at all. But whatever, maybe, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work, but I can't find a fuse panel. Whatever. Interesting. I see we have an O2 sensor just kind of free hanging here. That's... Don't know if that needs to be hooked up. These I traced back. This is the horn. There's no space up in here in the motor here for the horn, so I'm gonna try to redirect that down underneath somewhere. But hey, you know what? We'll just keep on trucking here and see if we can't get to the bottom of it all. But I'd just like it to turn over a little quicker. You know, ultimately it may be a starter that we need. Yeah, it'd be nice if it would turn over a little quicker. I put it up on jack stands so I can get underneath there. It's so fun. I'll show you guys something. You gotta love the home-built hot rods. These guys, where'd the light go? Oh yeah, here you go. Here's, I took the floor panels out. So there's what we got going under the floor. As I say, this thing has all sorts of wiring and fun stuff in here. There is a computer back there. Oh, let's see. It has a tag. What does our tag say? Our tag says 1987 Mustang. I don't know if you can see that. So I don't know whether that's just the computer box out of the Mustang or if that means that this whole motor and everything's out of the Mustang. Oh yeah, here we go. So here is neutral safety switch hooked up with speaker wire. That's fun. And we just got stuff hanging up under here. There's no fuse panel to be seen. So yeah, just cleaning up grounds like this, any of our chassis grounds, all that stuff, anything I can find to hopefully get us on the path of a nice rolling starter. But I think that cable down to the starter might be an issue. But oh, here, I was going to show you this. This is fun too. You go underneath. And I don't know if you can see it under here, but let me get down here. So we've just got our trans cooler randomly zap strapped up there. We have no our emergency brake cable's just going nowhere. And then, oh, where is it? It's on the other side. But what they do is they just leave, you can see right here, it's just home cable, right? So that's the rear lights going through, and that's just like an extension cord running up to the front. So that's good fun. You know what? This was built out in Saskatchewan, probably out in the middle of nowhere, and there probably wasn't an auto parts store anywhere near. So you just did what you could. And yeah, we're gonna try to remedy some of that. So anyway, I'll keep on keeping on, and I'll let you know when I get something happening here. So guys, I'm trying to build this rig on a budget, and so anyway, I go to lots of swap meets and stuff, and I find parts boxes, you know, full of wires and stuff. So here we have our wire that's no bueno, and here we have another wire that looks a lot better. So we will give that a go and see what happens, and hopefully that fixes it. Otherwise, we have all sorts of cable here, and we could make up a new end if we need to. So that's the key. I've got a huge parts storage area where I just have, you know, and everyone goes, man, you're so scabby, look at this, it's a mess. But, you know, boxes of wires, hoses, you know, picking up pieces like this. Here's another whole box of wire. So you just always kind of keep that stuff, because when you're building a hot rod and you need something like that, it's good. So I'm sure if I had to, I could even find an old, look, we could just use this, because that's sort of fitting. Anyway, yeah, so I'll use something and put something on here and see if we can't get this thing to turn over. Hey, look, Jamie showed up.
Imagine that.
Say hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
We're just cleaning up the spark plugs. I decided to put brand new cables in, so I put a brand new power cable to the starter solenoid from the battery. Put a brand new cable, well, not brand new, but a bigger cable and better cable to the starter, and did a new ground wire. So what we've done, and well, that didn't really help. The starter was still rolling over, but as Jamie said, this thing's been sitting for a number of years.
A decade.
A decade.
It's grumpy. Hasn't turned in a long time.
So what we did was pull the spark plugs,
put some lube down the holes.
put some WD-40 down the holes and started rolling it over. That's doing a lot better. Jamie's just cleaning up the spark plugs a little bit, and we're gonna actually see if we actually have spark. So that's our next little go, see if we have spark. Then we're gonna run over to the parts store and get some fuel line to evacuate the rest of the tank. So
how do we want to do this?
yeah, you just hold it.
Yep, no, that's fine.
Just put it to your tongue and I'll turn the key.
You betcha. All right, let's see if this happens.
Are you ready?
Just a sec. Yep.
Fire in the hole.
Yeah, we got spark.
We got spark.
We got spark.
That's good.
Okay, that's a good start.
All right. Okay, so we have some janky fuel in here. So we've just taken an old fuel pump and I scabbed some wires onto it, and we're gonna plug it into the battery and see if we can't get some of this this fuel out. So we just scabbed those on the ends. We're gonna hook her up to the battery. Jamie, if you want to hold that camera for a second, and we'll see if we can't get some of this nasty fuel out. Whew, she stinks. Oh, I gotta get the seat out. Oh, come on. Hello? Not getting anything.
You gotta go in the right direction?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
There's fuel in there. Come on, baby. What's going on? Oh, yeah. Look at that. It's not the nice color of gas.
No, almost looks like diesel now.
All right, so Jamie's just putting some ATF in it. We put the spark plugs back in, did an oil change, got the skanky oil out of it, sucked all the fuel out, and I put the drive shaft in. So we are getting a little bit closer. She's got new oil, new filter, trans fluids going in, and we're gonna try and give it a go. See if she'll pop off. Jamie cleaned up the plugs a little bit, and might have to fog it with a little bit of brake clean or something, but I think we're gonna try and pop it off here. Woohoo! I got this, I think, on 12-volt start. Yep. 12-volt start, it's in neutral. Little fog, nothing too crazy. Ready? Yep. Ready?
It's probably going to take a bit to get the gas up to it.
Well, it shouldn't. It's got a fuel pump. Lights on, get the lights off.
Yeah, get rid of all the... Yeah, she doesn't have the cranking power with me.
Why not?
Hey, let that battery, let it sit for a minute. And then kind of get more of a charge in it. Let's be patient on it. Let's be patient.
Patience is not my virtue.
Yeah, I know. Sit down and have a sit.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we have a bit of action here, people. Let's see if it blows up.
That starter sounds like he's sticking, but let's give it a go. Of course, now it won't go.
Okay, yeah, give it a minute then again. Jeez. Now, after you did that, that's when she did something.
Yeah,
I think it's a manual pumping of the carburetor.
it did fire over, and the starter ring gear stuck a little bit. I think that starter might be shoddy.
It's probably gonna come out.
I think that's probably part of our issue here. Let's give it a go again.
Yeah, keep the battery.
Come on. Maybe give it another little haze of brake clean there.
Brake tubes coming at you.
Ready? Fire in the hole. I'm gonna let it set for a while.
I think, yeah, let's change that starter.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Yeah, touch that wire. Right here.
Oh yeah, she hot.
Yeah, so the starter's drawing so much on it right now.
Okay, let's take the starter out. We got another one here that I think will work, so let's do that. All right. I'm ready to roll.
I think so. Okay.
Fire in the hole. Nothing.
So what would that be
then?
There's got to be some kind of a fuse or something in line.
Well,
Okay.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
So now, yeah, but so now what that says is that's our starter wire. Right? That's the switch wire from here going to that, because
I mean, is there a fuse of some sort?
there might be.
Where's our, let's get some more.
There might be, but you just never know.
That's what I mean. We're dealing with somebody else's garbage. Someone's set up here. I really don't know.
Okay.
It's done puking.
All right, well, we'll keep on keeping on here for a minute. Okay, we've been huffing gas. We're ready to go. The neutral safety switch was giving us some grief. So I think we are going to be...
Seems to make a difference when you do that. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of gas in it now.
Hold on. Okay, so she's kicking. Now she's turning. We'll let this charge up a little bit.
That's the thing, this engine hasn't run so long.
She's definitely kicking.
She's doing better.
Come on, baby. You want to go? Ah. Just put $20 of good fuel in it. I'm gonna let it sit for a sec. Let that battery sit a minute. Oh, we're so close. It feels so close. I don't know, that gas down the gullet maybe helps. I don't know.
You just say the word and we'll fucking make it happen.
So it was,
Sitting right there.
it was close.
Yeah, I didn't give much. I really didn't put much in it.
Felt like she wanted to fire. Here, let me hit the, I'll hit the throttle.
Let me get my do-rag under here to zob up what doesn't go. I gotta cram this thing deep. Deep black.
Oh yeah.
Crank on it. It just like stops. It doesn't want to keep going.
I know. It's,
Like it's hitting a hard spot in the engine somewhere.
I just want it to go. Well, I was hoping that putting a little in there would get it to go and that would draw fuel up, you know?
Well, no, for me it's the whole cranking thing. Yeah, just keep your foot on the floor when you do that. I'll hold it here.
Come on, girl. You want to. It like that, when it first does that kick, it sort of kicks, you know? But I just love to hear it kick more than...
Oh, I mean, it doesn't turn over consistently though. That's what gets me bothered.
Just give us a revolution, you know?
Yeah, give us a solid like 5 seconds of cranking. I think we can kick off.
See, it was like starting.
Yeah, let's try it.
It definitely started there. Okay, I'm gonna let that battery charge up a little more. We're so close. I mean, you wonder about things like timing and stuff. I mean,
Is
everything.
the distributor tight?
Yeah, everything's tight. I mean, we're getting spark, but that doesn't mean it's in the right spot, right? But we are getting spark, so that's a good thing. Also, maybe putting that gas down there, it needs to have a second.
Sure. Well, when it comes in there, it's not really. It's more
Yeah, it's just,
vaporized. It's not
yeah,
straight raw.
it's just raw
That's
gas
why I like doing the brake cleans. It's more atomized.
going down the horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just would be nice to have more turning over. It just seems like it's still, I mean, better than it was.
Oh, 100%.
Way better than it was.
What do you think? Today's the first time it's turned over in like
14 or 10 or 14 years.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been. That's why I mean you can hear the hard spots in there,
It's
the
been a
unhappy
minute.
spots in the engine where it's just not. It's like the pistons are only allowed to go so far. Or,
Yeah, it's been a minute.
yeah. That's what I mean. If we hose it down again and like, it's probably going to take a little bit of time to get this thing to go.
Shouldn't though. It should just,
Watched it up, Derek.
it should fire.
I watched his editing to know that, he's actually spent a whole week there trying to get it to run. And then the day it ran.
Yeah, it just feels like
It
it
took
should,
him a week to get there because it was so grumpy and just sat for so long.
it just feels like it should fire.
Tyler out in the go-kart now?
Feels like it should fire. Okay,
It just has such a draw to it too when it turns over.
I know.
Yeah, let's let it sit for 10 minutes.
Okay, well, I think what we should do is we should unplug a fuel line over here and see if we're actually getting fuel. Because that's our next kind of logical step, right? Our next logical step
We got our crafty alien lights.
is fuel. So we're gonna start playing with this and we will get you back and hopefully this thing's gonna run. Okay, so it's the next day. We left the shop yesterday defeated. I still think we have some ground issues. So we sort of left yesterday thinking that maybe the injectors aren't clean. So I might take the injectors out and try to clean them. But we're still having issues with this starter. So the old starter was roar, 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 roar. So we changed out the starter. It was a little better, but it's still not cranking over the way it should be. I'm hoping that it's not a problem internally with the engine or the transmission seizing up or something. So I think we've got a ground issue. The other thing is in the video you may notice that when I'm cranking it over, we've got these lights coming on, and this whole situation of no fuse panel, I think there's some janky stuff going on here. So what we might need to do is just do some more groundwork on it. So I'm going to do some testing and see if I can't figure out why we're not getting good cranking. Like, I mean, it's a brand new battery. We've got the 12-volt start on the charger happening. Like, this thing should just be crank, 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 crank. But we're losing power somewhere. So I am going to do a little bit of investigating here and maybe test on some grounds and see if I can't try to find out what's going on and make this thing crank over, because I think she's ready to go. We've got new gas in it. It has spark. We're just not cranking enough. So that's what's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna take that hood off. It, unfortunately with these old T's, you know, you got this side and then you got that side. So I think I'm just gonna pop this off and then it'll be out of our way until we need it. So anyway, I'm gonna do that. So we are gonna see if I can't get this thing to go now. So it was cranking over half decent. I tested a bunch of the grounds. They all seem to be reading right. So I just pulled the spark plugs out, cleaned them off again. They were a little wet. And let's just see what we get. See, it wanted to go. It wanted to go. But see how it's drawing down like that? Why is that happening? I got 12-volt start on. Why is it drawing down like that? Like, it should be cranking over. It sounded like it wanted to start. Did it not? Sounded like it wanted to start. Huh. Huh. Why? Why? Like it went whum. Like it's right there. We will try it again. So I just pulled out the plugs again and they were wet. So all except the back one. So maybe these injectors are stuffed up, and to be honest, when I smelt them, it still does smell kind of like the old gas. So we're gonna give it one more heave-ho here. Actually, let me just put this back on. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but it's got all sorts of air sensors. And I'll just throw that back on there. And we will see if we can get her to rotate and pop off like she did again. And then what I think I'll do is, if it doesn't start now, I am going to disassemble those injectors and test them all and see, clean them out, make sure they're working. Okay, fire and a halt. What the son of a... This thing's pissing me off. I don't like this. Okay, well, that makes no sense. I don't get it. I am totally confused. Totally confused. Okay, so let's take apart these injectors. That's going to be fun. Won't be the end of the world here, I don't think, but might have to. Okay, so what I've done here is I have removed the intake here and taken that off so I can reach the, no, don't you go flying off here. Oh, he's gonna go over there. Okay, so I can reach the fuel injection here. So I'm just gonna move this out of the way. And technically we should be able to disconnect that and get this fuel rail off. I don't know a lot about fuel injection, but I guess, you know, whatever, right? Okay, so I've removed the injectors off this rail. Now the idea is to see if we're actually getting fuel up to the injectors. When I just tried to crank the engine over with the injectors out and they weren't doing anything. Oh, I know why they weren't doing anything. They weren't plugged in. Shite. Yeah, okay, well, let's just try this. I'm gonna cycle the fuel pump. Yeah, we're not getting any fuel. We're not getting any fuel to the injectors. There's no fuel coming here. Okay, well, that's a good thing. That rules some stuff out here. I'm gonna do some cleanup of this. There's all sorts of grit and grime here. I'll show you. I get you off the tripod and I will show you what's going on. Ugh, grit and grime. So I'm gonna clean that up before we get any of that down the holes. Get the old vacuum out. But yeah, so anyways, there's your fuel rail and there's the holes that they go down. And I've removed them. They are here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put positive and negative on there. And I'll just tap it to the battery and see if these click. And what we could actually do is run a little test with some brake cleaner. I'll see if I have enough brake cleaner to rig a little test up and if I have the right tubes and stuff. And if we do, I'll show you something cool and how we can test those. Jamie and I are just going down this road. This rabbit hole, yeah, so we started testing on the, I ran power to all of the injectors and they all are clicking, which is a good sign. Then we thought, hey, let's run air down the tank. We ran air down the return line and it bubbled. We ran air down the main line and it didn't. Then we thought, well, there's an electric pump in the road, so maybe that's a thing. So we took the electric pump out and tested it, and sure enough, it works. So that works, pump out, it works. Pulled the fuel filter out, it wasn't plugged, but it is old and junky. But put air from the inlet line into here, into the tank, and we get nothing. So Jamie is over there, and we are gonna try and remove a couple boards off the flat deck to access the top of the gas tank and find out where this line's going. So that's what's happening. Okay, folks, we have, well, let me tell you. Where do I start? So I got the motor all back together. So that's ready to go. What we did was we started taking down the tank because we've got nothing coming from the tank airline. We tried to blow it through, it's not happening. So we're like, the heck with that noise. And we're good. What are you trying to do there? Oh, you're gonna prime.
Just for priming.
And then, so what we've done is I've just hooked up this fuel tank and we are gonna start this pig. This thing's gonna start, damn it. So let me get you on the tripod in the starting position and it's gonna be good. Okay, we are now going to flip the switch and try to get some fuel up.
Let me do it a couple times. As soon as it's here, I'll leave it.
Oh,
Yep.
tank starting to prime.
Okay.
Okay, we got fuel.
Leave it at that.
We got fuel up here.
Should be. Yeah. This is good.
So finally we're having fuel.
Yep.
Okay. Ready to go?
I think so. I really do.
Okay, fire in the hole.
You might have to monitor the gas pedal, man, but yeah.
Hold on.
It's gonna go.
No, it's fuel injection. You shouldn't need to do that.
I know that.
Just let it be. Let it calm down. We got to get the fuel in there. Remember, there still could be a little bit of mung in the injectors.
Come on, baby.
Oh, we have stuff dripping out the bottom. That's interesting. What's happening there? Here, bring the light in here, Jay. It's leaking down here somewhere.
Take it, yeah, take it. Is that your connection up to the bottom there?
Oh, it must just be.
Yellow line?
It is leaking.
Yeah, I see that.
But where from?
But I can't see it from here.
Hmm. No, don't give it any. Don't give it any. Just let it be.
Wants to go. Come on, baby.
She's right there, man.
It is close.
Like it's just like ready to kick. But again, you know what we should do, James, is actually
What are you thinking?
no, those things are working. So the little switches were working in the thing. Sometimes you can hit them to make them go, but they're
It's close to kicking. It's kicking every
Yeah.
fourth rotation, it seems.
yeah. So it's getting a little bit of a something,
We might have to pull the plugs again, wipe them off because they're probably soggy again.
maybe.
I don't know, but
Hold on.
yeah, no, keep trying.
She wanted to kick.
Oh, it's trying.
She does like a little kick.
It's trying, yeah.
I thought this was going to just be a wham.
Yeah, no, of course.
I'm going to try something next after we.
Okay, yeah.
We'll try this again a couple of times, and then you know what we should check is the firing order.
Sure.
Because, I mean, we've played with the plugs, but we actually never
Oh,
checked.
He's got his shit laid out the way it was. We haven't.
Yeah, we
changed
haven't
that.
changed anything, so. God, it wants to go.
I don't think the distributor is bad. Like we're getting fire, so we got spark from the coil.
Yeah.
We got gas now. We know that. We're primed to the line.
Yeah. So,
But our cranking, we got a lot of draw on the crank. So if there's that much draw on the crank, I don't know if we have enough to fire the thing. That's my only concern.
yeah, but it should be, because it should fire right away.
Fire and then pull off the starter, it should run. I agree. But I don't know enough about electronics to.
Man, it's so close. Like it's wants to go,
Oh yeah.
but it's just not. Why?
Pull the cap off, maybe. Clean the points. Clean some of that up. Maybe we haven't even looked at that.
Yeah. So that's the next logical option, is to.
Maybe there's a shit ton of moisture inside of it, and we just.
Well, and yeah, but we were getting spark though. I mean, we were getting spark, right, at the plug. So.
And it was a healthy spark.
So, okay, let's.
Oh, I hear you. I'm with you.
We'll pop that cap off and
Just look.
look. But
Something on it. Would that-
let's see. It's just a star screwdriver. Ooh.
Been a long time, yeah.
She's not happy. Ooh, this could break. That's not good, is it?
What's the other one doing?
Also not really that happy.
It's not moved in a long time.
And she broke. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I figured there'd be. I'm surprised we haven't hit more of this yet.
Son of a bitch, that's gonna be fun to fix.
Yeah, that's a long drill bit on that one.
Yep. Well, this doesn't look
Too bad.
bad,
Sorry.
considering what.
Points are pretty greasy though. Yeah, they need a definite cleaning on them. Holy fuck. All right.
Okay, well. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Mm-hmm. Yup. Well,
Clean things up first. This one obviously works. We can hold it down with one. Even though we get the spit and sputter.
yeah.
Clean those points up there with a bit of sandpaper. They're pretty hard. Always good.
Yeah, the other thing we should check too is that, I mean, I doubt he's changed it, but I should look at this firing order.
Yeah, see about that. That's definitely a thing. But that's all. I mean, we'd be getting popping, cracking, and farting and all that yet. But
You would think.
yeah.
Okay, I will look that up. So they're wet. They're wet, which would
We are getting fuel.
say we're getting fuel. So,
Okay.
like, that's weird. We're getting fuel.
So there's something.
What's the gap on these supposed to be?
No idea. Probably pretty generic.
They're at almost 40. So
That's a bit much.
let's just see. Oh, you want to look it up on your phone? 2.3 liter spark plug gap. Where'd your phone go?
I think I got it here. Hold on.
2.3 liter spark plug gap.
You do that through the Google?
Yeah, just type that in. Because it's at 38.
26 to 44.
What? Okay.
Varies by the year.
Type in 87.
Someone says 44, someone says 34.
So
Shoot, yeah, 34,
44, are you saying?
30, anywhere from 34 to 44.
Well,
So yeah, you've got a bit of range.
I'll widen them up a little bit then. I'm just.
No, 'cause they got a good heat. They got a good light to them when they spark.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I mean, the difference between 35 and 44 is huge in the world of that, right?
NA is a bigger gap. Turbo is a tighter gap.
Well, this is NA. Not available.
Yeah,
Not working.
pretty much. Not happening.
I think she'll go this time. Yeah, she's gonna go. She's gonna fire off right now. Right now. Okay. Is she rolling? Okay. Fire no. This is the time it starts up. Right now. Or not. I don't think so. Yeah, no, I think it's timing. I'm going with timing now. I don't care. Okay, so it's yet another day. Jamie and I didn't get this thing started, but you know, I've been thinking about it, and in one last ditch attempt, I've disconnected all the lights, all the flashers. I've disconnected everything, trying to deal with that drawdown. So let's give it a go. Like, this is Christmas Eve. Nothing would be better than to have this start on Christmas Eve. So let me try to get you set up somewhere. Well, I guess you can just come in the cab with me. Okay, here we go. It's like it wanted to go, you see? It's doing that. I don't know. Well, we tried. I don't know what it is, what's going on with this thing, but it's just not working. It's like it wants to on the first go, and then it just craps. And you know what? I don't know enough about this stuff. I'm finding it quite frustrating. So I think we're going to end this video on me saying we should put a V8 in this thing. Because I just don't know all this crap, and I hate it. I don't like things I can't deal with, and all this junk and all these boxes and wires and dangly crap, just I don't like. I like a coil wire, a wire to the starter, and that's it. I don't want none of this junk. So guess what? Time for a V8. Time for a V8. And I happen to have a 302 sitting right there. So we're going to get that 302 ready, and we are going to put it into this little truck, because this little truck would be way cooler with a V8 anyway. All right, that's that, guys. I think I've had it. Maybe Christmas will give me a little bit of more thought on it, but I'm pretty much done with this. Well, guys, I don't know. Quite frankly, I am of the opinion that hot rods should be sleek and clean. And unfortunately, when you take a motor out of an 87 Mustang or a newer vehicle and put it into an old vehicle, you end up with wiring harnesses, computers, and things that I just don't care to learn about and don't really want to deal with. And it also makes it very hard to make it clean and neat because there's just all these wires and sensors and whatnot. So as said, I'm personally about stripping it down, being very raw. The Model A has 4 fuses in it and one of them's a spare. So like just dull it right down and let's make it easy to work with. Let's make it clean looking. You don't want to be looking under the hood and seeing all these wires and stuff. Not to mention, if you ever got stranded at the side of the highway, now you're in a real mess because it could be some dozy sensor that doesn't like what you're doing. You know what? Out with it. So I talked to Sarah already. She's pretty keen on a 302. She likes the thought of a clean looking V8 in there. It's a better sound. It's way more fun. So I think that's what we're going to do. She knows that it's not going to get done tomorrow. We have other things on the go. It's December now. We have this. So this is twin 450 quick fuels, brand new, going on the Model A. And also we got a top for the Model A, which is being installed in March. So there'll be some videos on pulling the motor out of the Model A. We're going to clean it up. We're going to do a hot rod red paint job on it. And then we will be installing this dual 4 tunnel ram. So that should be fun. Also going to put a Posi 355 Posi in the car. That's what we're hoping to do. The transmission may need a rebuild. And as I say, we're going to get the top put in it. So on the 2026 BC Hot Rod Tour, we probably won't need a top because we'll have one. So anyways, yeah, videos on all that to come. This is the intake that I would be using on that 302. That 302 that I have in the shop originally came out of a 87 Mustang. I'm pretty sure it was 87. 87 Mustang. It was fuel injected. I removed the fuel injection and we are going to put this Weiand intake on it. So yeah, so it's going to give us a whole bunch more content. We're going to yard all that stuff out, save it for someone else or sell it if someone wants an 87 2.3 liter for a little hot rod. That's great. It's just not for me. So anyway, I think I'm going to end the video there, and I'm excited for 2026 and a bunch of new projects. You also may notice this video, we got microphones. Jamie wasn't keen on wearing them the whole time. He did wear them for one segment, but anyway, we'll get used to them, and I think it probably gives a better sound. So anyway, we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and Happy New Year.